What is your command?
Well done. Somehow I knew it would be you and Serana who found our Moth priest.
Well, well.
Yes, I see that. I trust his capture was not too difficult a task.
I'm surprised. I didn't even think you knew what a book was, my brutish friend. You'll do well to watch that tongue.
They are determined and well armed, but foolish if they think they can defy us. We will deal with them in time. Well, your thrall awaits, and we have given him the Elder Scroll. Command him to read it, and let us hear the words of prophecy together.
Master, I have done as you asked and traveled here. Of course. What is it that you need me to do? Ah, yes, the Elder Scroll. I admit, I am looking forward to this. Of course, Master. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me. An image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, "Among the Night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one." The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls.
That was not as useful as I would have liked. My traitor wife stole one of them away and then disappeared. As for the other, the last that I heard, it was lost in the bowels of a Dwemer ruin. It seems our work is not yet done. But I have waited this long, and we are so very close now. I can wait a bit longer.
How awkward for you. Do you need something?
Do you have a moment to talk? That Moth priest, Dexion. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Didn't want that lot getting wind of it. Especially my father. Ever since he decided to make that prophecy his calling, we kind of drifted apart. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas? Wait, that almost makes sense. I used to help my mother tend a garden in the courtyard here. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look. Trust me, I lived here a very long time and I know every nook and cranny. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in. Come on, it's just around the side. Who's there? I knew I heard something. Get back here. Take a left up here. This is one of those weird double-barred security measures for my father. you... Who's there? Yes? What did you need? Yes? What did you need? Where'd you come from? Done and done. We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks... well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in existence. The previous owners of the castle had a sundial in the courtyard, and she persuaded an elven artisan to make some improvements. You can see the plates that show the phases of the moons, Maser and Sakuna. That's the but she loved it. I don't know. Hard to say. Maybe if we found the missing crests, we could figure it out. Look around for the missing crests. Even in this mess, they should stick out. If we had the crests, we wouldn't have to keep hanging around this lovely place. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I'd bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting close. I'm sure of it. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Who's there? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? no, you don't. Show yourself. You're not getting the best of me. Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? Who's there? Where'd you come from? did you come from? Who's there? We've reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here. Leave it to my mother. Always smarter than I gave her credit for. Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep in necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us... My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. Not that I... My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. I had no idea her... She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room. Looking at the equipment and materials... I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire. Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn. A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Ah, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Okay, here goes. Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing.
Stay away from the crystals, or you may find yourself becoming one of us. This accursed place is nothing but a prison without walls.
Just step into the painting, he said. Sure.
Where'd you come from?
It's that simple.
I feel terrible. The dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful. How they're still suffering.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this. Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you. Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
Look at the sky. What kind of place is this? Where'd you come from?
miss the warm sunshine, green grass, blue sky.
Where'd you come from? I'm gonna have to kill you. Again! Done and done. Mother? Mother!
Naked. It can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
Wait a minute. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter? Safe? You call bringing her here safe? Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from... If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter? Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on You care nothing for Serana. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path. Serana? This stranger may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you! I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father!
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it safely secured. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these rooms. You need to locate the tallest of the rock. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnin. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
What do you... How does anyone... What do I... If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this predicament. Very well. I suppose a moment or two of... I am Chip. I can't say that I'm surprised by your answer. A book? Surely you've heard of the rise and fall of Saint Jim the Eradicator, hero of Morrowind and savior of... Maybe you should leave the writing to an expert. Stop making foolish, terrible... I was in the midst of writing the second volume, and they just threw that damned Remora and his minions. Well, I assume so. It cast a spell at me from some kind of strange black crystal. Next thing I knew... My what? No. No, my work will never see the light of day. Perhaps... Maybe I can't leave. In order to write the second volume of my opus, I need the notes from my phone. When I was tossed, there were 10 of them in all. Find them for me, please. I beg you.
Kill those keeper things
where
and
was
get back to the prison.
Good. Now.
Who's there?
Good. Now.
Who's there? Stay back.
Good. Now. Good. Now.
did you come from?
That'll teach you. You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive. Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. Who's there?
Tafrul!
Come on, she's leading us to the scroll.
Here's my astonishment. But I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon. Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless... The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
Come on, she's leading us to the scroll.
What did you want?
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know. I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know.
What did you want?
I can't believe we found my mother alive.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harkon. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition. After what I've put Serana through, I would understand if she never wished to see me again. I leave that decision in your hands. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
Oh, Taproot!
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and in... I believe in civility among seasoned warriors. And I find your ear... My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled under... I therefore name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue. Your word, my desire to speak with you was born from the result. I merely wish to respect. For countless years Before this, I roamed the skies above Tam. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen. Your app trivial in your mind, perhaps. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
Come on, let's go home.
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
Good.
stay away from the keepers. No one ever escapes.
Good. Ah!
Oh, what is it?
Ancano is exactly why we're so restrictive about
Nasty
access to the
business
college.
with that Ancano
We'd
fellow.
all have
I'll
perished if
teach
it
you
weren't for
some
you.
of what I know, but be careful. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Until next time.
I'm not one for commendations, but I might have lost everything. Finally came to your senses, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. Tell you what, I'll sell it back to you for 4,000 coins. Oh, very well. I don't know how you expect me to keep this place in order when I can't make a profit. Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand.
I knew I heard something.
Good. Now. Why me?
Please. No more.
You're new here, so I'll explain this once. You feed from the thralls as much as you like. You kill them, and I'll split you in half. All over Sky. Sometimes you get one who comes willingly, but most have to be convinced to join us here. All right then.
Do you need something?
Yes. How may I serve you, my lord? I'm afraid I won't be able to help you with the scroll. Please, do not be angry with me. I'm afraid in my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the time I needed. As you can see from my bandages, it's not that I am unwilling, it's that I am physically unable. Oh, please, my lord, please, forgive me. If only such a miracle existed, I'd overcome the impossible in order to secure it, if it meant pleasing you. Although I would gladly die by your hand, perhaps I could offer an Oh, thank you, my lord. Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek. It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls. In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you. From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy. Fortunes smile upon you, my lord.
This must be... Not very impressive, is it? If this ends up being a wasted trip, your friend Dexion and I are gonna have some feelings when we get back.
Good. Ah!
Look at this place. No one's been here in centuries. I doubt there's any other place like it in Skyrim. It's beautiful. Well, we got the knife. Now all we need to do is track down one of those canticle trees. Hope the moths like that bark as much as Dexion said they would. Look at them. They've definitely taken a liking to you. And unless I'm seeing things, you're starting to glimmer. Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow. I never trusted those damn scrolls. Who knows? What about Ariel's bow? Do you know where we can find it? Then it's almost over. We can... Where is this Darkfall cave? Then let's get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track us down.
Good. Good. Nah.
Where'd you come from? Something's not right here. Be careful. I think we may be in for some trouble. Where'd you come from? Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Good. Nah.
Where'd you come from?
Come forward. You have nothing to fear here.
What's that?
I am Knight Paladin Gelabor. Welcome to the Great Chantry of Auriel. Auriel, Halkosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the Snow Elves. I prefer Snow Elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers. Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the Betrayed. Of course, you're here for Auriel's bow. Why else would you be here? I can help you get it, but first, I must have your assistance. I need you to kill Archcurate Vertha, my brother. The kinship between us is gone. I don't understand what he's become, but he's no longer the brother I once knew. It was the Betrayed. They did something to him. I just don't know why Auriel would allow this to happen. They swept into the Chantry without warning, and began killing everyone without pause. The Chantry was a place of peaceful worship. I led a small group of paladins, but we were no match for the Betrayed's sheer numbers. They slaughtered everyone, and stormed the inner sanctum where I believe they corrupted Vertha. He's alive. I've seen him, but something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. He just stands there and watches, as though waiting. Leaving the Way Shrines unguarded would be violating my sacred duty as a Knight Paladin of Auriel, and an assault on the Betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only end with my death. Yes, let me show you.
So this is Snow Elf magic. Incredible.
This structure is known as a Way Shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the Chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged with teaching the mantras of Auriel to our initiates.
What's that basin in the center signify?
Once the initiate completed his mantras, he'd dip a ceremonial ewer in the basin at the Way Shrine's center and proceed to the next Way Shrine.
So these initiates had to lug around a heavy pitcher of water. Marvelous. How long would they have to do that?
Well, once the initiate's enlightenment was complete, he'd bring the ewer to the Chantry's inner sanctum. Pouring the contents of the ewer into the sacred basin of the sanctum would allow him to enter for an audience with the Archcurate himself.
All that just to end up dumping it out? Makes no sense to me.
It's symbolic. I don't expect you to understand.
So, let's get this straight. We need to do all that nonsense to get into the temples so we can kill your brother and claim Ariel's bow.
I know how it all sounds. But if there was another way, I'd have done it long ago. The only way to get to my brother is by following in the Initiate's footsteps. The first lay at the end of Darkfall Passage, a cavern that represents... There are 5 in total, spread far up. Caves? Oh no. The Chantry encompasses far, but before I send you on your way, you'll need the Initiate's ewer. Once you've located a Way Shrine, they will allow you to draw the waters from the shrine's basin, as if you've been... This may be the last time we're able to converse. If you have... Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey.
wasn't as unpleasant as I thought it would be. Kind of soothing, actually. I feel a little warmer now.
Nah! Good. Nah!
Who's there? Looks like these Falmer are here to stay. They must be who that priest was calling me betrayed. Where'd you get that?
Where'd you come from? Done and done. Who's there? Where'd you come from? That'll teach you. Where'd you come from? Done and done. Done and done. Done and done. Knew I heard something. Where'd you come from? Done and done.
careful here. Whatever's on the other side of this, the Falmer wanted to keep it there.
Where'd you come from?
It almost doesn't even look real, you know? Another way shrine up there. Here we go.
Welcome, Initiate. Then behold Ariel's gift, my child. May it light your path as you seek tranquility within the inner sanctum.